going on a horror movie tangent.
You know,
Okay.
We watch a lot of horror movies. So many that I forget what.
Yeah.
They blend in.
Yeah,
they blend
do.
in.
Like, they do.
Literally, the reason this came up is because we have YouTube up, so we can read some of your guys' comments here. And I saw a thumbnail of a movie that Sam and I watched called Possum. I totally forgot we watched it because it's just like we've seen so many. And
especially last year, we went through a lot.
Yeah, with 2020, we went through so many, and
for sure.
I think that's I was talking to my sister last night actually about horror movies because unfortunately she does not have Apple Plus, so we'll have to find someone else to let us use their Apple Plus because there's a show we want to watch on there. But we started talking about horror movies because she watches a lot too, and she was saying how she's got like a subscription to Shudder as well. So for those who don't know, Shudder
is that worth it?
Well, that's what I'm getting to. So Shudder is, as she put it, like she was she was watching the movies, but like she was saying like the most recent ones she watched, they just feel like Shudder movies. And I feel like that's like until you watch movies on Shudder, that's like it's hard to explain Shudder.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of really good premises and you're like, oh, this is gonna be cool, but then they just fall apart.
They kind of fizzle at the end a little bit.
It's like they're rushing to get these movies out. It's like if you just let it bake in the oven for a little bit longer, it might have been better.
Right. Are they like Shudder originals, like how Netflix is kind of going?
There are Shudder originals.
There are some, and I have watched some that have blown me away. Like, oh my god, like this is really good. Like because for a while there, it was really hard to get horror movies that were different. It really seemed like for a good, I'd say about 10 years that the horror movies that were coming out were all the same thing. It was all the same thing. And a lot of them were just really shitty Japanese remakes. Like they were Japanese movies that got an American, remake and they were just crappy. So they were really good ideas that weren't executed properly. And so when I tried out Shudder, some of the originals they were blowing me away. And now I've just kind of gone on a rabbit hole of like what. But the thing is too, we also just really like watching movies. So like even when they're really crappy, we still kind of have a good time with it.
Yeah, and like I think, we've talked about horror movies in the past, like with some of our like off the podcast, obviously. And one of the like big things I've always kind of said lately too is I wish that more people who are directing horror movies or games or anything used sound in a better way, because the idea that like you need to make the audience jump by suddenly making a noise, is so fucking worn out. And I think scenes are way more gripping and they're way more creepy if there's no fucking sound at all. Because then it's more real. Like, so we watched a movie the other day that had like a pretty good fight at the end of it, right? Like a fight scene. It was kind of a tense fight scene like amongst like the main character and the antagonist or whatever, right? No music, just the sound of them just fucking fighting. And it's so much more tense because that's how it would be in real life. You're not going to have this fucking like, nothing's happening.
Okay, fair.
And on top of that, like, you'll see scenes where like somebody's looking out their window and they're on the top floor and they're looking out over a field or whatever, right? And then they'll see a person, and when they see that person, it goes dun, and then the person walks behind something, right? It's so much more creepy if
like
you don't...
Like the sound alert.
Yeah, it's so much more creepy if you don't have the sound alert.
Yeah.
The moment, because like we're already looking, we're already on edge. So if we're looking out there and then you see the movement is enough to trigger your when
something bad's happening.
Yeah, like when you're out in the woods or you're out anywhere in the dark, any place you don't want to be in the dark and you don't have a light. What are you jumping at more? You're jumping at fucking shadows and things moving, because that's we as a species are fucking trained to have that fight or flight shit of like, something moved, I gotta get the fuck out of here, so I wish movies would stop with the sound effects to make me jump, because I'm over it, but it'll be way scarier if you just get rid of that. Just like make it more realistic in the sense that like, oh shit, did you see how creepy that was? They're just staring at me, just a face, like.
So you want to see it more from like the character's actual point of view?
Yeah, I want to see like it. Yeah, I want to see more from the character's point of view. I just don't want the sound effects. I don't need the music. I don't need the sound effects. Like for these types of things, you can make a jump scare still be a jump scare without screaming at me. It can be a literal
like,
jump.
Something's gonna happen. So look, pay attention. Something's happening.
Yeah, and it's always the same. You hear the tense build up of the music, and you know here it comes, and then there it is. Now sometimes they do the tense build up of the music, and they do nothing, and then they do it. But if you have no tense build up of music, nothing, and then you just somebody pops out, that is way creepier because that's how it would be. So I don't know. Like I love horror, but like it's also kind of fun to pick it apart and figure out what's
always.
So, I mean, I guess we should probably not talk about horror the whole podcast. But we actually have stories, and we do have some.
We got some comments and stuff, right?
Yeah, we got comments. We got submissions. We are your hosts, by the way, Sam, Sushie, and AJ.
Hi.
That's us. We're here to read your guys' stories and read our stories that we found. Everyone assholes. Wow.
Everyone assholes.
Everyone
assholes.
That's a shirt. Just everyone assholes.
Everyone assholes.
Am I the assholes? Relationships. Sushie's layers of deception. If you guys didn't listen to the last Monday minisode, we have brought back the missed connections on Craigslist. Those will be on the minisodes from now on. We discussed this a little bit at the end of the episode, but we've gotten feedback on things that you guys like, on things that you miss, and things you want more of. That's like super helpful.
Yeah.
If you guys have things you want to hear us talk about, or like you miss a certain section, or you want us to change a certain section or something, let us know. Like we're reading that. We want to form this podcast around the things that you guys like listening to. Like obviously we like making it, but like if you have suggestions, fucking. Tell us.
Definitely let us know.
If you don't tell us, we'll never know.
Yeah, and we'll just keep doing the same fucking shit. And
AJ and I will just talk about Kingdom Hearts, okay?
Non-stop, all right?
Non-fucking stop. And I don't even like Kingdom Hearts.
But she'll talk about it anyway.
But I'll fucking talk about it at length. So that's up to you. The power's in your hands.
I hate it here.
I just got like a really, because of the whole horror movie thing, we once watched a movie where like a kid had like all over his body was like a tattoo of like he was a book. He was a book of the damned or whatever, and like he can't be read. What if Sushie just got the entire script of Kingdom Hearts tattooed all over her entire body? She just becomes the Kingdom Hearts like
I become Kingdom Hearts.
People are like, what's your favorite character? I don't know. Never played the games. Just have the whole script tattooed on my entire body.
Out of context. How small would the font have to be? There's a lot of Kingdom Hearts games.
You'd have to pick one.
There's like too many Kingdom Hearts games,
Either that or you're going to have to grow.
Yeah, I'm really going to have to get my growth spurt. I've been waiting. It still might happen.
Any day now.
You never know.
I don't know.
Any day now, I'm going to grow. I've been waiting since I was 12, but it could happen.
So we got these comments here.
Yeah.
I'll let you read these.
Me?
Yeah, because I got it pulled in front of you.
Oh.
So go for this one.
Okay. Let's see. We got one from Sparkwolf. Hey, YouTube. Welcome back to the ASH Podcast Cooking Show. Today, we're going to make a Marionberry soup run through freshly laid PVC pipe from the other side of the city. Unfortunately, our butter keeps disappearing by the stick, so if you don't have any store-bought, it's fine. Or check your bathroom. Also, sexy left-handed potato hot dogs is the food of the future.
Sushie, have you made your fucking hot dog and a potato yet?
No, I haven't. Have you?
No. We did order potatoes and I think I ordered hot dogs.
You ordered?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna drill a hole in a fucking
drill
potato?
a hole? Drill a hole?
And I bought a drill recently.
Oh my god!
Well, looks like you have a project on your hands.
Like he needs another project.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got one from Bonnie. I'll take one spud dog with seasoned sour cream and onions. Be sure to cram that hot dog real good into that cavity, please. Nothing worse than a slippery sausage falling out of its cavity.
Oh. Okay, like, innuendo jokes aside, a hot dog with a potato bun kind of sounds lit.
So do we bake the potato first and then slide the hot dog in, or do you like bake it with the hot dog in there?
I think you have to bake it with the hot dog in there.
Like,
ooh, for optimal, like,
then you got the potato juices.
oh my God, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it and I'll film the results.
Okay.
Weird.
It
Sam will eat
may
it.
be fine if you just slit it and use it as an actual, like, maybe you don't have to drill a hole in it.
Slit.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Sexy left-handed potatoes.
It's all about them left-handed potatoes.
Yep. Left hand only. Right hands could go fuck themselves.
So we have a submission here. Do you want to start with that, or?
We can if you want. Yeah, sure.
So it's an Am I the Asshole from old boy Anto here.
Yeah. All right. This is, hey guys, Anto here again. I'm back from the abyss with an Am I the Asshole story that a friend reminded me of. So let's get into it. Last year, before the pandemic dropped and the murder hornets were a planned update.
DLC.
Yeah.
The DLC, yeah. I went to a local grocery store for some breakfast before I had to be at work because it was early in the morning. I was not at my brightest. There's 2 doors to that store that swing open and violently at that. The door on the right doesn't open at all, so everyone has to go in and out using the door on the left. I walked into the door on the right. Yep, smack into it. After I let out my required fuck, I then walked in and noticed a man sitting on a bench facing my general direction. I, in my infinite wisdom, jokingly said, well, I'm glad you didn't see that. Then it hit me. The man was holding a cane and was wearing an eye patch. I, in my infinite wisdom, told a blind man that he didn't see my fuck up. My coworkers think the story is hilarious, but I do think it was my most evil moment, whether it was intentional or not. Am I the asshole?
You may be asshole adjacent, but you did it. As long as you didn't mean it, you're not going to go to hell.
Oh, no.
That's awful.
So,
I
to be
think
fair, he's only half blind. So, he said an eye patch, not an eye patch over each eye. All right.
Yeah, he didn't say just a visor.
Yeah.
that is what we call an unfortunate asshole.
Yeah.
Yes,
Where
that's an unfortunate
Where
asshole.
you were
I agree.
unfortunately the asshole, but only for a second.
And not intentionally,
It was
but
not
you
intentional. Oh my
in
god!
that scenario, you are the asshole. We can't deny that.
Oh no! I think AJ has a similar story.
Do I?
I am not surprised.
I'm not actually sure.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. I'd be surprised if AJ didn't have a similar story.
Do you remember when you?
Uh-oh.
Do you remember when we were in the Uber and you were talking to the Uber driver?
Oh my god. Yeah, so there was a man that was our Uber driver at one point. He escaped a civil war in Somalia. So he was a refugee, and I don't remember exactly how this went down, but I do remember.
We were at SGDQ and they were raising funds for Doctors Without Borders. And so he was asking about the event and AJ was explaining it was for Doctors Without Borders. And the guy was basically saying, oh, Doctors Without Borders, like, I really like them.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And then I said something, and it was something involving a hand, wasn't it? I don't remember what I said.
He said that the reason why he knew about them was because when he was in the war, he had lost. Like he showed you, he lost.
Yeah,
he lost like
of his hand, half his hand is gone.
I would say, yeah.
It was like his thumb and his index finger.
Yeah.
So like he only had like the 3 fingers.
And so in the middle of this conversation, AJ looks over when he shows him this and goes, "Oh, cool."
I didn't mean to say. I was saying, "Oh, cool," to the fact that they helped him. But it just happened to be at the same time that he raised his hand up, and I saw he only had half a hand. So when he said, that's right. When he was saying, he said they helped me a lot, and he held up his hand, and I was saying, "Oh, cool," to them helping him a lot. Then it registered in my brain that I'm seeing half of a hand being held up, and I believe I apologized.
You did
Immediately at that moment because I was like, I was not referring to that.
He did laugh. Like he was very cool about it, but it was just one of those
realized
things.
like the garble that was coming out of AJ's brain.
It's literally one of those things where you're just going along with the conversation and then just shit just happens.
Yeah, like
God. But he was really nice. He was
cool.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
So,
Like, what do you want me to do with that, AJ?
I was just saying it was cool that Doctors Without Borders helped him. Like, I thought that was cool that he got help from Doctors Without Borders. Not that his hand got fucking cut in half.
Dope.
I really, you know what? Honestly, you know, he should have had both hands on the steering wheel anyway. All right, he didn't need to hold up the hand. He's driving us, you know.
Oh my god.
AJ. 10 and 2, sir. 10 and 2.
Yeah.
Eyes forward. So I'm gonna say
Not the asshole.
You're not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
You're not the asshole. You didn't fucking see him there.
Honestly,
And he probably didn't see you either.
and what side was the eye patch on? Because if he was on the right side and you're on his left, maybe you didn't see the eye patch until he turned his head all the way around. You know, like we don't know the whole scenario here. Maybe mistakes happen. You know, and
Mistakes were made.
and you know what makes you not the asshole is feeling bad about it.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. That's the
There you
big.
go.
That's the big
True.
key.
Having remorse.
Yeah, having the humility or feeling bad about it goes, or going, oh my god, I didn't real, you know, having that there makes you not the asshole, which is what makes me not the asshole in my story.
Right.
I mean, honestly, watching AJ wiggle in his seat after that was enough for me.
I could literally only fucking imagine him being like, I fucking
And
hate everything.
Now I'm only gonna read half this part because I do have there's a little thing here. It says, P.S. I love the layers of deception segment.
Yes.
Now there's a suggestion afterwards.
Okay,
That I'm not gonna read out loud, but
Why?
already talked.
I have to keep
Yeah.
my shirt on, people. Okay, we record this. I have to keep my clothes on. Right?
But we already talked to Sushie about this, so let's just say next week.
Be prepared.
Be prepared for next week's layers of deception. So I
Right.
think you'll be pleasantly
Right.
surprised. I'm not reading it
Yeah.
so as not to spoil it, but
Oh, because it would give it
It'd give it
away.
away.
I
But
do
it's-
like that little suggestion. It was tight, but also I'm not gonna lie. I wish I thought of that.
Right?
I was like, that was a better idea than I had. But yeah, that's a really good idea. We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
so yeah, next week
Well, thank
we
you.
got you.
Yeah.
So thank you for submitting that.
Yeah.
Definitely not the asshole. Still a funny story though.
Yes.
So
It's definitely an unfortunate story.
And if anybody out there has any Am I the Asshole situations or relationship questions, you can definitely submit those at contact@everyonesuckshere.com.
yeah, or hit us up on Twitter at
Yeah.
Podcast. Where
Or
Sam has been making
Tell
these
me
new
all the
videos.
stories that you have where you're just so socially awkward you can't function. I want to
That's
hear
good
it.
too. That's good too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Tell me.
this, not to go into too much of a tangent here or anything, but like I feel like maybe that's like a little bit of research like we could do for a minisode about like a situation that we made harder for ourselves because we didn't want to interact with people. Because I know everybody
Oh my
has
God,
this.
my entire life. I can't put my entire life on the podcast.
I don't really feel like going down that anxiety road.
There's got to be like a funny thing where like you deliberately did something stupid or out of your way just to avoid any. I mean, like, you know how many times I've worked a job where like I would deliberately walk like the longest fucking path back to where my office was or whatever the fuck, just to not interact with any people whatsoever. You know, like it's like there's a lot of things where I'm just
yeah.
like, I don't want to interact with anybody, so I'm gonna fucking go outside. It's a blizzard, I don't care. I'll go outside and go into the fucking emergency entrance, like, or exit.
God.
But
Do that like if I were working now, which we're not. We're all fun employed, but because of the panorama, there's a lot of like coworkers that live in the same part of Queens and Brooklyn that I do, like in the same like general area. So we take the same subway, and I'll see them.
Like, oh my God. The
I will
going out of the
hang back,
way.
or like I'll figure out what subway cars, because everyone has a habit, right? Everyone has their
Yeah.
favorite subway car.
Yeah.
I'll figure out which subway car that they like, and I won't be in it. And if I see them, I will literally make something up as to not have to walk with them to work, because I'm not mentally, I still need that extra 10 minutes to get my mind in the game to like
Yeah.
start talking to people. So I'm not ready. So also, sorry if you work with me and you've experienced this, but you already know the deal. I've
I've always been one of those like with any of my past jobs, like a lot like for like many years I've been working nights, so I haven't had to worry about this anymore. But like a lot of my past jobs, I would show up at my job and I would sit in my car until like I would sit in there. I would like some people go in, they get all ready and they sit at their desk for like 15 minutes before they clock in.
Got my bagel.
I literally sit in my fucking car and I just chill until like the very last minute, and then I go in. Like I don't want to talk to anybody, and it always bugged me like if somebody like if I'm sitting in my car, because a lot of times I would sit in my car with my happened to me all the fucking time. I sit in my car and I have my eyes closed. You know, and I'll always have like an emergency alarm set just in case. But there's always that fucking coworker that walks by and they knock on your window like, just seeing if you're awake. Like, no, I'm not clocked in. Don't touch my car.
God.
Don't knock on my window. Like, I'm fine. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm mentally preparing for going into this shithole job.
If I'm not late for work, then don't come and knock on my car.
Don't
fucking mind your...
Yeah.
Don't mind your business. Yeah. I definitely need the full, like, I mentally can't prepare until the minute I need to clock in. Like, don't look at me. Don't talk to me. I'm a type of person that, like, I have to have headphones on. Like, don't look at me. I might wave if I notice you, but it's not personal. It's not. And people take it personally. It has nothing to do with them. It doesn't mean I don't like them. Yeah. It's just that I cannot get my head in the game to, like, work a soul-sucking... You know,
dude, nothing says that
we need all my time.
Nothing says that we're all done with that, the whole like office culture, more than the fact that like there are so many people who literally just don't fucking let me interact with nobody else. Let me do my job and get it over with. Like, I don't want to be here longer than I have to. I don't want to speak to nobody else. Like, I just want to do my job. I want to get paid for what I was fucking hired to do and go the fuck home.
Yeah, like my last job.
I don't want to pay ping pong.
It always bugged the fuck out of me when I came in, and then the people that I was like relieving wouldn't leave like right away.
Yeah,
like you're off the clock. Stop.
Yeah, why are you hanging around?
Like, yeah,
ooh,
go
those
home.
people
like,
weird me
because,
out.
Like, I like especially like I worked alone, and like I felt like I couldn't really get into my vibe until they were fucking gone. Or like,
yeah, because they're a different vibe. Also, like say it's a morning crew versus the night crew.
Exactly.
It's like, get out of here, morning crew. You don't get the vibe, all right?
Yeah.
We're DJs over here.
Or like if like your boss stays for longer than they need to, like go away. Like just leave so I can do my job. Like I can't work while you're here, so just go. But
yeah.
All right, tangent aside. Since you're doing your eyes, I'll go ahead and read this.
I have two eyes.
You're doing both of them. All right. Am I the asshole for getting my daughter a better laptop than my son?
Ooh. Different.
Interesting.
Is
she smarter than your son?
Well, we're getting there. My son and daughter are both 17. I wonder if they're like twins.
I don't know.
I got both of them great laptops 4 years ago, and that should have lasted until now. My son broke his just a year after they were bought. I would have made him get one. I would have made him get one of the low quality laptops that their school issues, but my mom got him a new one. He broke that one too in just 2 years. After that, I made him get one from his school. A few days ago, that one broke. Now I'm curious when he says break, if like he's physically breaking them, or if he's like just doing some dumb shit.
Or if the software,
if he's just doing dumb shit and like fucking corrupting his Windows because he's a fucking moron. I paid the school for it and decided to get him a used laptop that will be enough for school but not too expensive. My daughter's has worked fine until now. Last week, my 7-year-old spilled water on it and doesn't work anymore. I'm getting her a pretty expensive new laptop because she hasn't broken any electronics before and it wasn't her fault. My son saw that she's getting a better laptop than him and said that I'm being unfair. I told him that he's destroyed 3 laptops in 4 years and money doesn't grow on trees. He said I'm picking favorites and I love her more than him. I said that he can get a better one with his own money when he starts working. Am I the asshole?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, because
just based on the information. Yeah.
Look, dude. First of all, well, okay. Let's put it this way. I would like more information on how he's breaking them, like AJ said.
Yeah.
When you
I
say
agree.
when you say he's breaking them, I want to know: did he physically throw it across the room and it broke, or
is he dropping them? Is he like what's happening?
You know, was it an accident?
Like, is he playing Call of Duty and getting like angry? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, was it an accident? Did he maybe like say he left a pen on the laptop and then accidentally closed closed the laptop, and broke the screen. Was that what was happening, or was he like doing some bullshit on the internet and then he's corrupting a whole bunch of shit? I would like to know that.
I want to know if it's really broken or if it's a boomer child broken, where something simple it's not really broken, but it's a child versus
Windows,
a boomer
sort of thing.
Yeah. That's why.
You know what I mean?
That's why I would like to know a little bit more information.
Is it like a simple, like you bring it to Geek Squad sort of thing?
So,
but if it's like broke, and he's gone through how many? 4 in 4 years? Yeah. Then. Tough shit. You're getting a used laptop and you're getting one that does enough for you to get schoolwork done, and then when you get a job you can make your own money, you can get whatever the fuck you want.
I think a big part of this too is, one, like, you're 17, it's time to learn how the fucking world works. It's time to learn that shit ain't fair, because you think it's unfair, but like there's a great breakdown in one of the comments. Let me see if I can find it. But basically the way that it was, I guess it's fucking... Oh, no, there it is. So this person made a little chart, right? And they said, son and daughter, original laptops, $1,500 each, right? Now, then going down the chart, from grandma...
What laptop they got?
Well, prices don't matter. This is the whole...
Okay. I'm like, what the specs on that?
Ignore the numbers when we get to the chart. Like, so son and daughter, $1,500 each for a laptop, right? And then from grandma, $1,500 for son. From school, $500 for son. Used laptop, $300 for son, right? So for the son, that's $3,800 that's been spent. Meanwhile, the daughter has only spent $1,500. If you get her a new laptop, that's another $1,500. That's $3,000 total, right? So you look at it and go, even if he got her a new laptop, he's still spending less money on his daughter than he did on his son, because of the amount of money that the son fucking pissed away by breaking his fucking laptops. And like that's...
Right, so if we're going to say favorites,
Exactly. So it's one of those things, like, just because she's taking better care of it, like, sorry, kid, time to grow up, man. Like, you're almost 18. You're going to be having to buy this shit on your own soon anyway. Like... yeah, and plus there's also that older generation side of me of just the whole like thing of like, man, I didn't fucking get a laptop till I bought one with my own fucking money, because the generation that we're a part of.
Remember when laptops were more than desktops?
I mean, a lot of them still are.
They can be, but like
also, that they were buying PCs because that a fucking Mac a MacBook would have lasted a long time.
Oh my God, a MacBook.
Well, we don't know how you broke it. So
I've had the same MacBook since 2014, and she runs just fine.
Same.
I don't have any complaints with her.
I love my fucking MacBook.
Yeah.
I love my fucking MacBook.
In the comments, please don't say, you use a Mac. I don't care about your opinion on Mac. I mean, just...
Literally nobody cares.
Yeah.
Literally no one fucking cares. You don't know what I use it for. I don't care. I also have multiple PCs, please.
Yeah, I definitely think it's one of those things where, like, it also scares me thinking, like, oh my God, is that like a potential thing you have to get for kids now? Do they have to get laptops?
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming that what probably happened was the pandemic. Maybe some schools were helping.
I think before that, though, too.
Were they?
Yeah, this has been a thing for a long time now.
You need laptops to be in school now. It's like college. Like high school's like college now.
The good thing is that we're all into technology, so there will always be hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
True.
Well, and that's it too.
Until you can get your own fucking job and buy your own fucking laptop.
Imagine if you're like, here's my 20-year-old MacBook Air.
It still works like the day I fucking bought it.
Still works fine.
If it's for fucking school, you don't need a good laptop. You just need something that
exactly.
Does it have?
You
Microsoft
need a Chromebook.
Windows?
You just need something to take notes in.
Hell, you can get away with a damn tablet these days because they come with the same fucking programs.
That's true.
I mean, I'm in the boat of like. Well,
you can get a keyboard.
I guess, but I was gonna say, like, I'm in the boat of stop giving fucking kids tablets because they don't need a fucking tablet. What does a kid need a tablet for? Like, what does a kid need a good computer for? Like, just get them the shit that works to get them through school. People
are also using them as a multi outlet, so they don't have to buy them a TV if they can put Netflix or Hulu on the tablet.
Okay, that's a good point.
And there are mobile games that they can play, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then when they're older, they can do whatever the hell they want, you know. But I can see that. I honestly, when I was going to college, I thought about doing a laptop instead of a laptop because
You said a laptop twice.
oh yeah, a tablet instead of a laptop because I only wanted it to be for school, but then I realized that I really wanted a laptop so that I could actually like do other work and like take my work with me to like go to the library or go somewhere because I was using it as both work and school.
Not lose everything. Do you remember having to have like all of your schoolwork on like a thumb drive on your keychain?
We never even had that. I mean, I remember fucking having to have our designated floppy disks. Like,
The floppy
we literally
disk.
had designated floppy disks.
I never had any of that.
Like,
In college, I had like a thumb drive that was just on my keychain.
I don't remember that. No,
Oh my god.
I just had to.
Because like laptops weren't as like common, you know?
readily
it was just like
available.
put all your fucking essays and
I
shit.
just had to
and
send
put
all my
that.
stuff to a Google Drive.
Okay, yeah. This is I'm ancienter.
Ancienter.
I'm ancienter. We didn't have Google Drive. That would have been nice.
yeah, the big thing, like, I would stay away from the tablet thing because like you can't readily get the information off of a tablet. You know, it's like you don't have a USB drive, just throw some shit on there. You know, it's like, okay, I have to do it digitally.
Yeah.
Fucking whatever. But regardless, back to the story. No, not the asshole. Like,
I'm gonna say not the asshole. I would like some information on how you broke it, though.
I'm curious about how you broke it.
Yeah,
I'm really curious.
Yeah, because you're still not the asshole. He broke it regardless, but I want to know. I just want to know, what do they mean by that?
Yeah,
What
like,
kind of broken?
yeah, like I feel like it's probably boomer broken. That's my guess.
It's probably boomer broken where it, like maybe it needs like a clean install, you know,
yeah.
or something very annoying, but it's not actually broken.
Yeah. So what is your asshole?
Okay. Well, here we go. Am I the asshole for mentioning something my whole family never talks about?
Oh.
This one gonna be
Yeah.
juicy.
It's petty, and that's why I picked it.
I love it.
Like, I'm not saying either. I pre-read it.
Tackle.
I'm not saying that either party is right or wrong.
okay.
But what I'm saying is what attracted me to it is the sheer pettiness,
I'm ready.
and that's what made me laugh.
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
I, 33 female, was on a Zoom call with my mother, my aunt, and my aunt's daughter, who I will call Gina for this, aka her cousin. My aunt's daughter. Stop being weird. It's your cousin. I'm getting married later this year, and they just wanted to have some wedding talk. Gina is a heart surgeon, very respected and very good at what she does. While I don't dislike her, I'd say she isn't a nice person. In fact, I'd say she's a genuine psychopath from some of the things she's done in the past. As a teenager, Gina was part of a gang of kids who were bullies and troublemakers. It got a lot more serious than that, to the point that Gina and a few of her friends were arrested and charged with a crime. I'm not going to say what it was, but it was serious enough that they had to be held in custody while awaiting trial and were refused bail. They probably killed someone. Like, what? Like,
Wow.
kids? You were refused bail? You murdered someone.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Long story short, my aunt and uncle had money and pulled a lot of strings to make the charges against their daughter go away and get her released from custody. Ever since, it's been an unspoken rule that her court case and being held in custody is something that nobody in the family ever brings up. Keep in mind that Gina's court case was well over 20 years ago. Sorry.
Okay.
To be fair to Gina, she took the opportunity she was given. She worked hard and she has a great career, and I'm truly happy for her. Gina loves nice clothes and has a very large collection of gorgeous outfits, as well as a collection of Louboutins and other cool shoes. She was talking about what she might wear to the wedding and made a joke that she hopes she doesn't outshine me too much. I was offended at what she said. It's not out of the ordinary for her to say a cruel comment like that, but I didn't like the fact that she actually wanted to spoil my day. In response, I asked Gina if she kept her prison uniform and said she'd get all the attention if she wore that. Gina didn't seem to care, but my aunt was absolutely raging, saying I crossed a line by mentioning quote unquote that. She left the call and Gina left soon after. My mother gave me a long lecture saying that I should have known that was a sensitive topic for them. I'm sorry, but I wasn't the one making jokes about ruining someone's wedding with their nice clothes. She made a cruel joke, so I made one back. What's wrong with that? So, are they the asshole? The official ruling is everyone sucks, which I agree with, and I don't even really care about what the content is. I just think that, like, it's funny to me that she was like, "You got your prison uniform, girl."
Every fucking body in this story sucks. Yeah. Everyone sucks.
Everyone sucks.
Yo.
And I don't disagree with that. So I literally just like the petty ass, like, you got that orange jumpsuit, girl.
Oh my God. Imagine being so stuck up about your wedding day that you can't take a fucking joke at all. Like, I might outshine you at your wedding. That's a fucking joke. Like, she was serious.
It's a joke. Yeah, you're right.
Who cares if she was serious? It means nothing. Who gives a shit?
If you hate her so much, why is she invited?
Yeah. True. You got that prison uniform?
God.
Yeah, everyone
sucks here. That was so petty.
Everyone sucks here, and I only picked it because I thought it was funny.
I would not disagree. That was pretty fucking good. Oh my God.
I want to know what crime she committed, Gina? But it's probably a sealed case.
God.
It's gotta be pretty bad. No bail as a child? No bail?
I'm very curious what it is they did. I want to know.
Probably hate crime. Hate murder.
Hate murder?
I hate murder.
Committed one of them hate murders.
Damn hate murders.
Yeah. Like, it's gotta be bad. It's a group of them. Who's part of, like, a teenage kid gang also? Like,
I always wonder how people let their kids become, like, a part of these teenage hate gangs. Like,
yeah.
You know, like, get a fucking...
Get a hobby, dude.
Reel in your fucking kids. Like, reel them in. Get them home. Stop fucking stuff. Yeah. Let them run around with fucking gaggle of miscreants.
Yeah.
God.
And you know what's wild? AJ and I were totally latchkey kids, and we didn't end up in a fucking Lord of the Flies gang.
Yeah, for real though. Like, I mean, my parents were literally never home. Like,
never home.
Like, so
I wasn't cooking meth in the kitchen. Like, I don't understand.
God.
That's a choice you make.
Yeah, but I won't say that. Never mind. Just say, not all of my siblings turned out great.
Okay. Just the AJ.
We'll leave that one there. Got a couple of siblings. Some are good. Some
could use some work.
Some could use some work. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but no, everyone sucks here in that story for sure. Mm-hmm. Well, guess we'll tell us about your layers of deception. What do you got pulled up for us?
Okay, this one it's like one of those, like, how did this even come up? It's like serendipity, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Sam will get it. Okay. This is layers of deception, where I try to fool Sam and AJ with a fake article from the satire website called theonion.com, or a real article that lives on the internet that actually happened.
Lives on the internet.
Okay, here's the headline, fam. You pick.
Okay.
Real or fake? Neopet struggles with illicit black market pet trading. Is that a real?
Say it again.
Wait, yeah.
Neopets.
Neopets. Okay.
Remember Neopets?
Yeah.
Okay, so Neopets are from like the late 90s, it's still a thing, but it was popular in the late 90s, early 2000s. It is like it's like Tamagotchis. It's like a pet. It's an internet pet on a website, and you can get costumes for it and whatever, right? So Neopets struggles with illicit black market pet trading. Is this a real article or one from the onion.com?
I almost want to say this is real. Because remember, early 2020, people were literally selling their fucking villagers on Animal Crossing. Like Raymond and shit.
Oh shit, I remember that.
Oh my God, that feels like 5 years ago.
Yeah, people were literally selling their fucking animals. So I could easily say people get addicted to some weird shit. Not saying Animal Crossing weird, but I'm saying like that. Like they get so addicted to it that they literally spend real money because like I gotta get Raymond. He's got glasses. Like
he's an asshole.
He's an asshole with a suit on. He's a cat. I need him. But like, I could see it being real because of that. Or it's a play on that, and therefore it's the Onion. But I'm going to say it's real.
I'm going to say the Onion.
Onion, okay. It's real.
Yeah! Eat it, Sam.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Calm
eat
down.
This article is from screenrant.com. Okay, let me scroll up. I'm unprepared. The long-running virtual pet website Neopets is struggling to combat a widespread pet trading black market that is currently affecting many players. The long-running virtual pet site I just read that. Why did they do that to me? Making me sound stupid. Thanks a lot, Screen Rant. Despite launching back in November of 1999, Neopets remains somewhat popular today, thanks to many updates over the years, and despite many issues that currently exist with the site now that Adobe stopped supporting Flash. Oh my God, it was a Flash game. I remember that. One addition of gameplay made by the developers was a feature that allowed players to trade their pets with one another. This soon sparked a user-created 10-tier value system that ranks all the creatures available in the game, with players voting 2 to 3 times per year in order to decide the current value of the pets. That's gross.
Right?
Some of the pets that constantly remain the most valuable are a small group that kept their original artwork designs after a massive overhaul of the game received in 2007. Unsurprisingly, these particular Neopets are some of the most sought after by black market traders and can easily be stolen due to the website's bad security. Oh my God. Polygon reported on the site's black market troubles by focusing on one particular instance involving a Neopets player named Amanda. After
Not Amanda.
the insidious Amanda. After taking a year away from the game, that's a big break, Amanda. Amanda logged back on to find that her Darrigan loop, I don't know if that's how you say it. It's been a long time since I played this game, named Clyco has been missing for about a month and was replaced by a bubblegum striped tiger. How dare.
The audacity.
How fucking dare. A Darrigan loop is a purple dog-like creature with wings and red eyes and is one of the Neopets that kept its original art style post-overhaul. That made Clyco quite valuable and for a target for black market sellers. The Darrigan loop was stolen from Amanda during the time she was logged off and was subsequently traded multiple times. Luckily, Neopets retain their original names when they are traded, so Amanda was able to track down and retrieve Clyco. I literally can't take this seriously.
Luckily, thank God she was able to track this down.
Thank God.
That motherfucker was starving.
Yeah, like
Her fucking Neopets, guys. The Neopet retrieval process that fixes black market trades is so by no means a simple or easy process. It's called trade reversal, and it's something that the site's support team tries to do discreetly. Every time a pet is illegally traded, however, the number of players involved in the trade reversal process grows, which makes things even more complicated. Amanda's Darrigan loop has been traded so many times that it seemed to be the catalyst that brought the whole black market ordeal to the forefront of the Neopets community. I love how seriously people are taking
When are we
this.
getting this movie starring Amanda?
Amanda? Who's playing Amanda?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, oh my God. Scarlett Johansson. Let's
I was
go.
going to say Scarlett Johansson, yeah.
But either one, honestly, doesn't matter. players are understandably unhappy with the black market ordeal plaguing Neopets, and it seems that the majority of the blame is rightfully on the development team. With a combination of bad security, poor vigilance, and a complicated retrieval process, it seems like more could have been done to prevent a black market before it became what it is today.
A black market.
It is unlike the black market of Neopets. I'm gonna stay up all night thinking about this.
I'm over here and I'm just listening to you talk. This makes it sound like it's on you.
Like,
I'm just like as you continue to go on with this, I'm like, somebody wrote this. They sat there
Someone wrote it.
and wrote out this for so long. And they were like, this is the news
upset.
I need to get out. This is the news I need to get to the people. The people need to hear this.
They need to hear it. Breaking news. Extra, extra, AJ. Extra, extra.
So
It is.
no, go ahead.
It is unlikely a legitimate solution will come anytime soon, especially now that the game runs on unsupported software. This is a shame because there is clearly still a lot of love for Neopets. That is the whole article. What do you guys think about it?
Who wrote this? I'm gonna track them down.
I vaguely remember exactly one Neopet, and it looks like a cat, and it has like alien, like that stereotypical like antenna plus
Oh yeah. I remember that.
I don't remember what they were called, but that's the only one that off the top of my head I can remember, and I remember having a pink one.
I feel like this article is either written by, if it's a dude, a guy named Darren, and if it's a girl,
Amanda.
something
Amanda
like
By
wrote it.
Amanda.
yeah,
Amanda wrote it.
I was gonna say
Okay,
Kathy.
so there's on Reddit there's comments because this is all all from Reddit, and apparently at some point Neopets was a front for Scientology, and I don't remember that,
I did not know
but
that.
multiple people said it.
I'm gonna have to look into this.
I couldn't get
Yeah,
in. I remember when everyone was on the Neopets like bandwagon, and I remember like going there. I was like, thought I could like, yeah, I'll fucking join Neopets. And it just did not hold my interest. I could not get into Neopets. Like I tried.
I liked Neopets.
It stressed me out having to go back and remember to feed those fuckers.
Yeah,
I mean,
I liked Neopets.
I liked Neopets
my
too.
God.
I kind of have a really quick one. A headline that might take you on a ride that I
Okay.
Okay.
discovered while I was not able to sleep. You
Okay.
ready?
Yeah.
Really quickly. Elizabeth Banks directing thriller Cocaine Bear, based on a wild true story for the 1980s.
Oh yeah, I saw that article. I didn't read the article, but I saw the title.
Bruh.
Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear. And it's a true fucking story about this bear they found in one of the
Cocaine factories.
one of the parks that had overdosed on cocaine because it had eaten some shit that a drug smuggler had tossed into the woods. Now, I don't know what this story is actually going to, I don't know what Elizabeth Banks is going to do with it, but just the fact that I saw this on Twitter and was like, what is, it just kept going.
I thought it was
just the
gonna be-
headline kept going.
That made me think.
Yeah,
like,
there's
made
a
me-
lot going on there.
Made me think you were like gonna say like he like a buried crackhead or something. Like you thought buried crackhead.
And got like
he
contact
overdosed.
high.
I mean, that, I don't know, maybe he did.
Oh,
Damn, crackheads need to get out of the woods.
Maybe.
Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear.
Well, I got a
Starring Elizabeth Banks.
funny. Okay, so I haven't read the story, but I got a funny one that funny relationships title here.
Okay.
Okay.
I am in love with my dungeon master.
Okay, so I saw that, and I'm really glad I saw it in the Discord because I was gonna pick it, and I was like, AJ got it first. But I didn't read it, so.
I am in love with my dungeon master, who is a family friend, or who is a family friend. My family told me I cannot date, so that's the full title. The OP is 23 female. The dungeon master is 22 male. So clearly old enough to make their own decisions. But hey, I digress. My dungeon master.
Dungeon Master, my Dungeon Master.
There is a whole complete difference between saying like the DM and the dungeon master. Like there's just
There's like, do you think that's like,
absolutely?
Do you think he like commands that respect? He's like, you call me the dungeon master. Like he's like,
yes.
They're like fucking slam. He's like, what am I? He's like, you're my dungeon master.
I would bet money on it, AJ. Yeah.
So I'm not even kidding. I read the title and then I literally read the first 3 words, my dungeon master. That's all I read, and I was like, that's good enough. That was enough for me to pick this one. So.
Great minds, AJ.
Yeah,
I would have done the same thing.
Right?
You just beat me to it.
And before anybody wants to fucking say anything, not shitting on people who play D&D, but you gotta acknowledge that this is funny, because just listen to it.
Because it is.
Because it is, yeah. My dungeon master is a family friend who I met in passing over a few times the last 10 years, but did not start spending significant time with until recently. Our older sisters have been friends for 10 plus years, and I am close to his sister. The two of our sisters have always wanted us to meet, thinking we would become extremely close friends because we have a lot in common. We started a D&D campaign about 2 months ago. Our party consists of me, my sister, her best friend, and him as the dungeon master. That's pretty. Okay, I don't know much about D&D, but that's pretty small, isn't it? Like, isn't it like usually like?
I think that's about right.
Is that about right?
Yeah.
I was assuming it was like 5-6 people or something, but
It can be, but I think that's about right. That seems about right.
The instant we met, I felt like he and I really hit it off. He and I have similar interests and joke around really well. I started calling him regularly as friends, and we could talk on the phone for an hour or 2 at a time. I was dating my ex for about 2 years, and I broke up with him a month ago. Since then, I realized some of that was motivated because I got along better with our DM than I did with my ex. I was the one who broke it off, and I feel extremely happy and relieved with it. I don't think me wanting someone else is due to me being sad because of our breakup, because I'm not sad. The DM and I are friends, and he is even going on vacation with... The DM and I are friends, and he is even going on vacation with him, me, my sister, and his sister soon. I admitted to my sister's boyfriend that I have feelings for the DM. Since then, my sister has explicitly told me I am not allowed to date him, only be friends with him. She worries that if we date and break up, it will strain her relationship with her best friend. However, I literally cannot stop thinking about him, and I have butterflies in my stomach. Recently, a family member was diagnosed with a serious illness, and he was the first person I called, and he talked me through crying. I feel like he is interested in me, and we have made plans to hang out one-on-one. However, I do not know how to bring up this topic since when we hang out for D&D about once every other week, and it will make things really awkward for everyone if we started dating. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. I don't even know if
I agree.
I don't even know if he likes me in that way, and if he doesn't, it would make me feel much worse. TLDR, my sister explicitly told me that I cannot date him because if we break up, it could jeopardize her friendship with his older sister, but I've never felt this way about anyone before. I'll read the update because there is an update after hear your guys' opinions.
She's like, oh, does he like me? Bitch, he stayed on the phone with you for 2 hours.
Right?
He
Does
likes
he
you.
like
But
me?
also, I agree with what you're saying, Sam, but I think she shouldn't have broken up with her boyfriend if she didn't, you didn't confirm, you didn't secure the bag. I don't know. I think that was weird.
I guess when
Maybe they're bored. Maybe she's mentally bordering into that whole I don't want to
if she
cheat sort of thing or
legitimately
something,
wanted to
but-
break up with her boyfriend, regardless, that's fine. But it sounds
She
like
also-
she dumped her boyfriend to be with the next guy.
But
and-
it also sounds like she came to the realization that there are other people out there who seem to be better than what she was with, and she doesn't regret it. That's the thing. She ultimately said,
That's
"I'm
fine.
not sad about
Yeah,
it."
yeah.
So, I don't necessarily think that it's a bad thing that she broke up with her boyfriend.
No.
I think for one, her sister's fucking stupid.
That's absolutely ridiculous. Your siblings don't have any rule over who you fucking date.
Yeah, period. End of sentence. Nothing more needs to be said there. They have no rule over who you date. I don't give a fuck if you think it's gonna fucking because if we date and we break up and that ruins your friendship, then you weren't that good of friends. it doesn't, you know,
Yeah,
like
that's true. That's true. That's true.
like who fucking cares? Because like this is the real world. This isn't some bullshit Hollywood. Oh, whatever the fuck. Like this is
AJ, Dungeons and Dragons is the real world.
This is the real world.
This is the real world.
So what did she say? She broke up with her boyfriend last month? Is that what she said?
A month ago, yeah.
So my only caveat here is I would maybe say continue the like building of a friendship.
Yeah,
and get to know each other without outright like coming out and saying, you know, I love you.
Do you know what happens to me often? I'll think I have a crush on someone, and it's because it's too early to tell. You're just like, oh, this is a new person. I have a crush, and then like once I start talking to them, I'm like, oh no, I don't have a crush on you at all. Yeah, in fact, I think you're very annoying.
I definitely think it's very prudent to like at least get to know people a little bit more before you ultimately like go, hey, you know, do you also have feelings for me? Why don't you feel it out first? You've only been out of a relationship for a month now.
I think that like this person says it pretty well because they quoted her saying, like, you know, my sister explicitly told me not to date him, and they said, LOL, well, tough shit for your sister. It's none of her business, and she doesn't have any say in this.
Yeah,
and that's where I'm at on this. Like, just ask the dude out, or like you don't have to like you don't ask him to like fucking be your boyfriend. Just fucking go. You know, want to hang out?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go do something.
Exactly.
Like that's you're in your 20s now. You can make these decisions on your own, and you know, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. If somehow like your whole fucking friend group falls apart, then it was a fragile fucking friend group. You know, like this shit's for the birds. Like now she does have an update which says, update, thank you for everyone for the advice. To clarify, I'm not planning on dating him for a few months. I'd rather become better friends first and see where it goes.
Okay.
I was more worried about the situation hurting our family friend group, which many people have commented on and suggested advice for. Thank you. So it's not like she's literally saying like, yo, let me suck that dick. Like she's just saying like, hey, like, let me get to know your dick first.
If she wanted to.
Yeah.
Let me get to know that dick.
Let me get to know that dick.
Let me get to know the dick first.
Is it hairy?
Is it hairy?
Is it harder to
That's
shave?
a reference from Monday's minisode, if anyone's confused.
Yeah, go listen to that and decide us who has the harder time shaving, men or women.
Call back.
Call back.
Yeah.
Sam doing her callback dance. So yeah, I mean, this is, if anything, your sister is toxic. she's
Dump her.
Dump her. Dump your sister. She's toxic.
Dump your sister. She's the one that sucks here.
But yeah, I thought that was, it made me laugh just because I was just constantly, like the fact that she's kept saying my dungeon master, like I just.
My dungeon master.
It made us laugh, it made us cry.
Which, you know, it's even funnier because it makes me think of fucking Rick Moranis in in Ghostbusters, where like him and Sigourney Weaver, like before they become dogs or whatever, she's like, I'm looking for the keymaster. And he's like, I'm looking for the gatekeeper. And he's like, and like Rick Moranis is running around New York City. He's like, I'm the key master. I'm trying to fuck Sigourney Weaver. I'm the key master. God bless that little man.
I know.
Keep
that man safe. He was fucking like robbed and beaten or something like that in New York City or some shit.
Yeah,
he was.
Can you keep your fucking city under control? Can you keep your city from fucking attacking Rick Moranis?
Sushi, you need to protect Rick Moranis. Y'all are about the same size.
Yeah.
I know. I should have protected him in my life. He's an original nerd. He left Hollywood too to
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
take care of his kids and stuff.
What a legend. Well,
What a legend. Doing what he should.
Yeah.
Being a responsible parent.
Who's up next? What have we got?
I can go.
You can go?
I can go.
Where's yours at? You got like a million things over here. If I can find yours. Oh my god, you got so many, like they're not even tabs. They're like, there you go. Yeah, like she has like 7 Chrome windows open, and each one has like 4 tabs in it. So
yes,
and you just got rid of it.
I get it.
I just had it up.
Oh no.
I get it.
I got it.
Yeah.
It's fine. I got this. We can do this together.
We
Go
can.
away.
We will.
Okay. Here's mine. I I don't want to be the one to propose a second time after the first proposal was rejected.
Ooh.
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 Ew, Dungeon Master. I, 28 male, recently proposed to my girlfriend, 30 female. I did it at home, as she has said that she wouldn't want a public proposal. I tried to make it feel special. I made an elaborate meal from scratch, and afterwards I popped the question. Long story short, her answer was that she loves me and wants to marry me someday, but isn't ready to take the step to be engaged. I said that we could wait a while before actually getting married, but she still didn't want to become engaged. First and foremost, I want to say I respect that. I have no issues with her not being ready, and although I was disappointed, I'm not upset with her about it. However, a few days later, she offhandedly mentioned something about me proposing again in the future. I told her that I thought she should propose. In essence, my point was that I had already asked. She knows I'm ready. My cards are, quote, on the table. Also, I already planned and executed a proposal. I put a lot of work into it to make it sentimental, and I don't feel like I should have to recreate that moment again. She disagrees and seems to feel like I'm punishing her. This is putting a lot of strain on us, and I'm not sure how to bridge this impasse. Any advice?
Me neither. That's rough.
God. That's definitely rough because, like, I guess there's some things that I guess maybe I just don't understand because I'm not in that situation, so it's harder for me to like grasp it, right? Because like I can understand like you're not ready to get married, but like you're not getting married, it's a proposal. Like you're saying like I want to marry you someday, you know, like that's so like I guess I'm like you're not ready to you. If she says I want to marry you someday, that's what a proposal is, isn't it? Like that's the whole fucking point.
Yeah,
so
it's the promise to getting married to each other at some point.
Yeah, so for her to be like, oh, I'm not ready to be engaged, but I want to marry you someday, that's fucking they're contradictory statements. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. So like,
and being proposed doesn't mean you're going to get married. You know, like it's like
it's just saying like, listen, like you're who I want to be with.
Focus on this. With the hopes of getting married. So I feel like there's many ways out of proposals if it ends up not working out, you know?
So, someone asked how long they've been together. They've been together over 4 years. Over 4 years, and she's 30.
And yeah. I feel like by that point you should fucking know.
Have an idea?
Yeah.
Somewhat of an idea?
I think at 4 years, you should have an idea.
Yeah.
So should he be the one that proposes again, or like let's ignore that? Let's ignore the fact that they've been together for 4 years and that thing. If they were decide to get engaged again, blah blah blah. Who should ask who? What should happen from here?
Okay, so honestly, I think the whole situation sucks because I kind of agree with him in the sense that like he's already made it apparent. Yeah. I want to get married. He's already made that apparent. And that is going to be the most heart-crushing thing, which already is heart-crushing. I'm sure absolutely fucking destroyed him.
To get turned down for a proposal, I don't think I'll ever know like that type of embarrassment and disappointment. That's such a combo.
So to literally
combo wombo.
Yeah, so to literally expect someone to do it again, but then also have no idea, like, well, when the fuck am I supposed to do it again? How am I supposed to know that you're ready now? How the fuck do I know that? Because you're the one who fucking said no. Like, so that's like a whole conversation that's like, and for him to do that, I think that would ultimately crush him again if she said no again. Like, and that would be the end of the relationship. I mean, for me, there's no fucking way you can get past that. Like, that's too much emotional, like, hurt to put on somebody. Like,
I think you're right, but I don't think this is they should, like, this person should do it, the other person should do it. I think really they need to go to some sort of counseling situation and work it out, because I think they both have animosity towards the particular situation and they're not talking about it. You know, I think he's still hurt, which is fine. And she's like, no, but you need to do this thing, and not acknowledging his feelings in the betrayal kind of.
Yeah, I'm really questioning how often they actually talked about getting married or the prospect of the relationship going that way, because holy shit,
they need to unpack the actual situation.
Yeah, like, and because that's just it too. Like, yeah, it's not like a proposal isn't something that's just like, okay, like one person suddenly fucking decides. Like, that should be a conversation you have. Like, oh yeah, I'd love to marry you someday. You know, like that's not a proposal. Like, just like, but like letting that be known that like you want to get married or something. That's not.
Yeah.
That's not a proposal in its own right. You should be able to talk about that.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then once you find out that they're on the same page as me, like then you can plan a proposal or whatever the fuck. Like, I don't know. Like with the whole like, I don't think I think she's just from what we've gotten. I think she's like reading into it way too much to think that he's like punishing her for this, because I think it's just like, I think that's a pretty understandable
I think it's reasonable,
like,
understandable that he's just like,
he's like, listen, I'm not punishing you. I'm just saying I already proposed. What do you want? Like, how am I supposed to know that you're right?
But he might be though, because we don't actually know, and they need to talk about it in the therapist. He might actually be.
But that's the thing. I'm saying, given what we're presented, with him saying, I already fucking proposed. My cards are on the table. What do you want from me? Because like that's ultimately like, what does she want? What do you want from me? You know, what do you want in this future? And that's where I'm also really confused about the fact that people saying like, oh, you didn't discuss it enough. She literally said she wants to marry me someday. Okay, well, you want to marry him someday. You've been together for 4 years. You're saying I want to marry you someday. When the fuck is someday? You know, like it's been 4 years, and you're also saying the words I want to marry you someday, but you won't get fucking engaged. When I'm not even saying let's get married right now. I'm saying we can just get engaged. Like I don't know. I'm more in his boat, I guess, just because of what we're given. But I do think that that's something they need to talk about amongst themselves.
They need to unpack that serious situation. I get the upset. I get it. It makes sense from both sides, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess I can see his point in the regards to, you know, if he does do it again and she says no again, like, you know, what's the deal?
Like, where do you go from there?
Yeah, where do you go from there? Unless she's hard up and stuck on the whole, like the dude does it and he makes it a big deal.
Yeah, like does she want something even more elaborate or something? Like,
I mean, she had already told him that she doesn't, that she would want something, you know, nice and just the two of them. Like that's what he put in his thing. Let's see. She said that she wouldn't want a public proposal. So they've talked about that enough that he knows that she didn't want a public proposal. She would want something a little intimate. So they've talked about that, but unless she's not fucking saying what she really fucking needs to say, you know?
That's what a lot of people are saying, like, you've been together for 4 years and at 30 and she wants you to do it a second time. Like, you know, like a lot of people are kind of saying like, it seems kind of odd that she's unwilling to commit right now. Like, what are you waiting for? You're 30, you know, like maybe another younger model will come along. What are you waiting for? Like,
it only gets harder to date the older you get. It doesn't get easier.
Yeah. I mean, maybe she just needs to figure herself out. But if that's the case, she also doesn't need to drag this dude around either.
Yeah,
so.
I think if they do end up deciding to like get married, that is definitely one of those things that is she's just gonna have to get over the fact that it's not gonna be like a little ceremony thing again. He shouldn't have to put that together. He's already done it. You know, like that's a lot of taxing mental energy on one little thing right there, right? And so it needs to be one of those things where she just comes in and she's like, all right, I'm ready. Like, I mean, you know, like they just have that discussion and it just happens, you know, not this whole like elaborate get down on one knee, ask, will you marry me kind of thing.
Well, and I feel like everybody at some point in their life has had those moments where like you want to do something special for somebody you care about and you put a lot of work into it and they don't respond how you wanted them to. And that sucks.
Yeah.
But
and you're like, oh.
Yeah. And it kind of like, you're kind of like, fuck. So like for a proposal though, I can't even imagine like that added on to it. Cause like, it's not just like, oh, here's this gift. And then you find out they're like, oh, but I'm allergic to that. You know, like, oh, fuck. You know, that's a different thing than, oh, I'm allergic to you. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Actually, it was you all along.
It was you all along.
You all along. All right, Sushie, take us home.
Take us home, country roads. All right. This one's kind of gross, but kind of funny. Just my brand, I guess. I, 15 female, walked into a really awkward moment with my parents, 45, 43, and we haven't talked yet.
Oh, no.
Unsure if I should bring it up. Advice, especially from parents. LOL.
Oh, no.
Okay, before we get into this kind of thing, I know where it's going, but just a quick question. What would be more awkward? Walking in on your parents just fucking, or walking in on your parents going down on each other? What's what's more awkward?
I don't even want to talk about this. Oh my God.
So I was going to ask if Sushie's had anything to do with poop since she likes to go down that route all the time. But then we went here, so
you know,
I'm asking hard-hitting questions, all right?
I'm not answering that.
Yeah. Emotionally, I'm not there yet. I thought I was forward thinking. Apparently, that's where I draw the line.
This is my hard
Can't do
boundary. My hard
It's a hard line. Can't do it.
All right, well, let's see where the story takes us.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Okay.
This is definitely a good ender.
There's an update, but it's on the top, but it gives away the whole story,
Okay.
so I'm going to read it at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, I went to my best friend's house for a 3-day sleepover. Her family is going to their cabin for the weekend and invited me along for the trip. Our parents are friends, so it's normal for us to go up there together. They know the family. My parents decided not to come and just have a home alone weekend. So anyway, about 2 hours after I got to my friend's house, I realized I accidentally left my snow pants at home. We were planning on skiing, so I needed them. My friend's mom drove me back real quick to grab them because we were leaving the next morning. She waited in the car, thankfully, and I ran back in and upstairs. I got my pants and then wanted to quickly give another goodbye to my parents and let them know I was just home to grab my pants in case they had heard me / were wondering why I was back. They weren't in their room or living room, so I did a quick once around the house to find them. Opened the back door on the deck to check if they were in the hot tub, and they definitely were. I accidentally walked in on them totally naked and doing it in the hot tub. Ah! I yelled and turned around. My mom yelled. My dad yelled. Everyone was yelling. I yelled. Everyone's fucking. What?
Everyone's fucking.
Everyone's fucking.
Everyone's fucking
fucks
in here. It was the worst, most awkward thing that's ever happened in my freaking life. At least our hot tub isn't visible to the neighbors. They dipped down into the water really fast, but I still saw way too much in like 3 seconds. My parents are in their 40s, and I didn't even know they still did it. Wait, hold up. That's too close to my age range for some little fucking child. Okay, whatever. That's just my personal problem.
Yeah. Not you, the girl. Yeah, like, fuck off, your 15-year-old
Fuck off, child, okay? Oh my God, 43? Like, please stop. So I didn't know they still did it, honestly. I was like, oh my God, I'm leaving, bye. And they told me to have a good time and called to tell me that they loved me while I was still running back to the car, LOL. I didn't tell anyone what happened, and my mom has texted me asking how the trip is, etc., but hasn't brought up what happened. Do I bring it up? Do I wait for them to? Do I need therapy now? But yeah. It was really freaking awkward, and I don't know what to say about it now. Advice, TLDR, walked into an awkward moment between my parents and unsure if I should mention it or how to mention it or wait for them to. So I'm going to get into the update now. Update. I'm home now, and my dad mentioned it. LMAO. I was making toast, and he came into the kitchen and decided the best way to resolve it was saying, you know, when you left, we just missed you so much. We thought we would have to resort to making another one. I was like, oh my God, Dad. No, but we laughed. So, Lamau, it's all good. Ha, 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 ha. I still want to die for you, child. I want to die.
That is such a dad thing to say.
That literally reminds me of that shirt that Sam sent me that just says, I'm the cum man on it.
I would never go into that hot tub ever again. But like, that's yours now. You marked your territory. Thanks.
Dad, I was gone for 2 hours.
I was gone for 2 hours.
But, I mean, no, they thought they were going to be gone for the whole time. So, I mean, I understand.
I know, but like,
do you think that ruined their weekend? Do you think that like they were like, oh my God, we scarred our child for life?
They were just trying to have some good fucking time.
Jesus.
Well, think about it too, because they could have gone up there and had a good weekend, like fucking skiing or whatever the fuck. They chose to stay home so they can get some fucking going in. But then it gets ruined because their fucking daughter comes back for snow pants, and it's like, I mean, it could have been worse. They could have. One of them could have been wearing the snow pants for all we, like that could have been the ultimate.
Oh my god, that could have been. But you know what? Also, like if you're just running in and running out and you can't find them right away, I would have just found my snow pants and left. I wouldn't go searching the house, be like, just so you know, it's just me. They didn't hear you. They might not even be there. Like
texted
you
them.
literally could have texted.
You could have texted them.
Yeah, you could. Like
that was just me. I'm running in and running out. Don't worry about it. Bye.
Yeah.
Like, why are you like searching for them?
Yeah, that's fucking weird. That's just a kid being a stupid idiot, though.
Yeah, like why are you like looking into like closets for your parents? Like, are you in here? Boom.
That's got to be dangerous.
Why?
Chemicals and pumping.
Chemicals?
It's a hot tub.
There's chemical. I guess there's chemicals.
It's like that bromide. Bromide is like the prime chemical, isn't it? That shit's terrible for you. So
also, like
up into
water is not a lubricant. It's actually pretty scratchy. So I feel like that would be uncomfortable. I just feel like I'm cringing a little bit. That would hurt. In my personal opinion. Rug burn.
I feel like what's more awkward is her talking to her mom or her dad about it too.
I think mom would have been a little bit more less crude, but it might have been good if dad did it just because he made it a funny thing. He made it a funny thing instead of like a super serious you're now mentally disturbed. It's not, you know what I mean?
You don't want a dad making a funny joke is a lot better than a mom being like, "Listen, I still need dick," or you're like, I think it's good that it was brought up in the sense of like, hey, this is a thing that actually happened. We're not gonna just ignore it. And I think he was also trying to check to see if maybe if she was okay, this is, a thing, you know what I mean? Like, and it's going to be a thing from now on.
Stay out
of the hot tub. We're
Stay
fucking
out of the
back
hot tub
here.
forever.
God.
Oh, my God.
That was my story. I hope you liked it.
That was good.
Answer my question, though. What's worse?
No. I'm not answering any questions that you have anymore.
God. It's just...
No comment.
Oh.
No comment.
No comment.
It's not only no comment, it's like I don't even want to have that thought in my brain. Get it out of there. Get it out.
God. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's better that if anyone, the parents should bring it up, the kid should not have to bring that up.
Yeah. Yeah.
A situation like that.
Yeah.
But also, kids, you shouldn't be listening to this, but if you are, fucking 40's not too old. You shut the fuck up.
43. Oh, I didn't even know they still did it. They're 43. Like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Oh, my God. We're not even that far away.
Shut up.
From that age. It's true, though.
Talk about yourself.
Okay, that's true. I'm closer. I'm closer.
Little ways to go. But at the same time, when I do think about how fast the last 10 years went, I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah. If we're going to blink and be 43. Yep. You're welcome. You're welcome for that, AJ.
I was trying to have a good day.
Yeah.
Then you
Here comes Sushie.
And I'll change that. You hear that sound? It's the Grim Reaper coming.
Oh.
No one's safe. No one's safe.
Hear that sound? It's your dad coming. And your mom at 43 in the hot tub.
I mean, I guess I was definitely an accident, maybe for sure. And I'm pretty sure my father was 43 or 44 when I was born, and my mom was like in her mid 30s. So, they already had a troop of children.
I literally mentioned that.
My dad was 42 when I was born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally mentioned that shirt that Sam's sent me. I'm gonna send you this picture real quick.
Oh yeah, because it's a maternity photo.
It's a maternity photo, and it's just so gross. I'm gonna read it out loud to everybody here.
Okay.
But I'm sending you the picture.
So
great. It's
Lucky
a picture
me.
It's a picture of a woman and a man are walking hand in hand. She has her hand on her stomach and she's pregnant, and it's just gross the way it says.
I hate all shirts like this.
Yeah, it says I'm so stuffed with a little turkey, which is really gross just to think
That's
about.
gross. That's fucking gross.
It's got two little
That's
feet
gross.
prints on it, right? And then the guy is holding her hands and just says, "I made the stuffing."
I made the stuffing.
But then there's an edited version, and it just says, and all it says is the woman's wearing a shirt that says, I hate this.
I hate it.
My
here.
husband
You
shot
have to
his
post
cum
this
into
now.
my pussy. And then his shirt says, I'm the cum man. So the picture is in there, and you can take a look at that. Sushi.
Every time I read it to the tone of the Scat Man, because I'm the cum man.
Well,
see, you
it
read
looks
it
like
that
we have
way.
something to post on the Instagram now.
But I read it in the Danny DeVito trash man way, where he goes like, I'm the cum man.
I'm the cum man. That's what I went. I'm the cum man.
So anyway, I just start blasting him. I'm the cum man.
Well, looks like we have material now.
Oh.
Oh.
There you go.
So,
You can
yeah, the
post
picture's
that.
there if you want to look at the cum man.
I don't know why shirts like that exist. Like, are the straights okay? Why are you like this?
It's just like there's something so gross about this woman wearing a shirt that's like, I'm so stuffed. Like that's like a weird like
you're so stuffed.
yeah, like with turkey, like and he's like, I made the stuffing. Oh, like,
I'm gonna throw up.
Like, in case you
Are the
guys
straights
didn't
okay?
know how babies were made,
yeah.
In case you didn't know,
that's what
they're
really
gonna tell
gets to me.
you.
It's like it really plays off of like the audacity of assuming that we're all just idiots. Like, I made the stuffing.
the stuffing.
Ugh. Imagine
so
just
sad.
imagine calling it stuffing. Like, yeah, you want some of my stuffing?
stop. You already had
wanna-
one.
you wanna get
already
double
had
stuffed.
one innuendo with the fucking silver spoon. I'm done with you.
Wait, that was.
Come in.
Oh no, that was the bronze tongue and the silver spoon.
I'm upset.
That's on the minisode.
Get
Go
in
check that
here.
out. Callback number 2. We're in this.
We in this. I hate it here. Bye.
But now, yeah, I was gonna say now we end this.
Yeah.
All right, goodbye forever. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Because I'm the cum man.
The cum man.